Thank you for joining us here in on our station, Equa TV International, where we bring you issues that are really boiling in this country, and then matters that the common Nigerians are asking concerning how the leaders are governing them, concerning how everything that has to do with this country is being governed. And today on Nigeria Now, we are going to x-ray some of them and look into it deeply. And be rest assured that your contribution will be taken. So do well to join us on our social media handle, Facebook and YouTube, and then drop your comment on how you think this country should be governed, and then matters that are really, really of a concern to you. Just bring them up. We'll find a way of going about it, digging deep, and then bringing facts to you so that you will understand deeply what is really happening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us this privilege to be on your TV set. And today with me, I have Lois Turaki.
Good morning.
Lois, good morning.
It's a rainy day in Jos.
It's a rainy day, I'm telling you, and then the weather is really, really chill, and that you would expect, the still month of rain. And we were talking with somebody who was like, oh, wow. He said, you people in Plateau State are really blessed, in the far northeast, we are really looking for this. And then we bless God. Plateau is blessed.
It's blessed. We thank God for that. And Obasanjo, Wike, Obi, and others meeting in London has been what people are talking about. Why London? Why meet in London? And why this caliber of people? You talk about Obasanjo, you talk about Obi, you talk about Wike, and then the rest of them, and people start asking, what's going on? What's happening? And why that particular location? And then we too were asking.
We are the mouthpiece of the masses. Definitely, whatever we hear people asking, people throwing their concern on, definitely we'll bring it up, because these are questions that people are asking. Why London? London, coming of this regime, London has a lot, to do with Nigeria, because I would say the number one citizen of this country, I can say most of his stay was in London. At some particular point, he governs Nigeria from London. Yes, because you travel without transmitting power. You are there. You
for months.
For months. From there, you decide what happened. People fly with documents, for you to sign, for you to give directives and the rest, And so looking at that, we will say London has been established, throughout that regime. Maybe
because they were the ones that colonized us. So probably that's why they want to be going there. And why London and why these people? When you talk about the issue between Wike and Atiku, and then people are speculating, okay, maybe because of the crisis they have and all of that, that's why he's meeting some of those people outside his own party to have talks. And you see from a report came that he met with Obi, sometimes he met with Tinubu and all of that, and then people will be asking why all these things. But then we are still hoping to see the outcome of the meeting in London and to know the reason why they chose that particular location to do whatever it is they went there to do. And hopefully something will come out.
I feel there's nothing bad, but you look at how you are helping that economy.
Yeah.
You pick a private jet, that number of people you fly, definitely hotel, you can name them. So, and if it's a meeting, I feel we have good, quiet places, around Nigeria that you can just go quietly and then have your meeting and then decide whatever you want to decide, disagree on what you want to disagree. I feel there is no need for traveling like abroad to go and have a meeting. Personally, that's my own opinion. But, best known to them the reason why. Maybe they just want to go there and then nobody is coming to shout, say kai, and then they are just them to decide what they want to decide quietly. You know how it can be when these personalities, go somewhere, before you know it, their presence just announced, and then people start coming, to just hang around people that want to see them. And maybe that's just what they want to avoid. But I think it's possible they can do that. Even in the private jet,
yes.
You can decide to fly in the private jet and have your meeting and
course.
then come down. And then everybody.
Well, that's the luxury, right?
Yes, I just feel. But I think our leaders should. We are watching and we are asking, okay, why London? What are you discussing there? You're discussing Nigeria in another country. But
we're talking of mismanagement of funds and all of that, and talking about that, the police union is saying they want to embark on an indefinite strike because of some of these issues, especially the issue of funding and all of that. It's one of the major things that most of these unions, you see them going on strike and all of that. ASU are on strike. NASU and SANU and NAT have suspended theirs to resume back to work. That's on Monday. And then we've seen doctors sometimes, like I think within the week or last week, they are saying they want to embark on strike as well because of majorly lack of funding. And these are some of the funds that are supposed to be used for all these things, but as in private jets, But then let's look at the issue of the police going on strike, as police are supposed to be the ones the major security outfit that we have for civilians and all of that. And then the commission want to go on strike because of some issues that are not being met. Well, we're going to definitely take those issues so that people out there will know what exactly is making them embark on this strike. And the strike is supposed to commence on Monday, on the 29th.
Nigeria, while you are talking, I just x-ray briefly, and I see what really is happening now is the issue of meetings, is the issue of politicking, is the issue of insecurity, the issue of strike. This is just the issues now around this country. People are looking at it, okay, it's a time for strike. So everybody wants to go on strike because they feel this is the time that, once they go on strike, the government will listen to them. But the question...
And again, elections is coming next year and definitely a new regime is coming, a different administration. So, trying to get their demands met now before another administration takes over and you start the process all over. I think that's why each of those unions are trying to do what they want so that they will get their demands met, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Police Service Commission, like you rightly say, the union are proposing Monday to go on strike. Police Service Commission is the civilian oversight body of the police. Its responsibility is for the reason why that commission was created is to take care of promotions, appointment, and then discipline of police officers, except the Inspector General of Police. That is what the commission, is saddled with the responsibility to do by law, And then you remember one time the former IG recruited 10,000 police officers that became an issue.
Yes.
That even took them to court between the IGP now went to court to further seek explanation or rather interpretation of the Constitution, and then the Court of Appeal faulted that recruitment, and it says it is only the Police Service Commission that has
supposed to handle
that right to handle that particular exercise, and then it becomes an issue, and then the reason why they want to embark on this strike is that the agreement reached between the police and then the commission is yet to be honored.
Yes.
And they feel that's not right.
Well, according to them, they said the duties of the PCS, that's the Police Service Commission, has been spelled out in the Constitution. But the issue now is that the Inspector General has disregarded all of that, and he is taking up what they are supposed to be doing. He is doing it, which is against the Nigerian constitution, against what is supposed to be obtainable in that commission. I feel he should not be doing that, because that is not part of his job. Those are not part of the mandate he's supposed to take care of. Then why jump into someone else? Okay, if you take up the duty of another person, then what do you expect that person to be doing? You know, if they say you should do this job, and I'm giving my own responsibility to do, and I take my responsibility and take yours, then what are you supposed to be doing? So I see that it's good what they are trying to do, so that every other person will know where his boundaries is. The IGP should know where he stands. The commission should know where it stands too. The IGP should do his job, his duties, as the constitution says, while the commission should do theirs as well. I don't see the need for them to get entangled, and then at the end of the day, they're having all this kind of issues. It's really uncalled for, as far as I'm concerned. They should do their duties while he does his. That's just the way, my own personal opinion on this issue. That I don't think them even going on strike is even really the issue for me. If it comes to this particular issue of duties, you know, they should be able to settle it amicably between the commission and then the IGP.
Well, I said, okay, if my worry, my concern is that, okay, they have been established by law, and this particular people, in the eyes of the world, they are supposed to know what the law is. Because as far as I'm concerned, police are supposed to interpret the law of the land to a common man.
Yes.
And then when that particular institution is not obeying the constitutional provision of rights of people and organizations and setup of how things should be done, then I think we are in a big mess. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel something is really wrong, and these are some of the things that we've been talking. Sometimes you find out those laws is like they are being made for separate people. Look at somebody that is supposed to uphold the Constitution, interpret the Constitution, defend the Constitution, is faulting it. Then something is fundamentally, like, I don't know how to put it, but you can't just afford to give the global society this kind of image. What do you expect? There are some people now that are looking up to you based on your operation. They feel you're operating with the best global standard, because some of these people do go for all these international operations, and you find them coming back with laurels because they went there, they did what they are supposed to do, they do what they are supposed to do, and then they came out like outstanding. And then you come to your own land again after coming back from such assignment, and then they see the leaders giving this image to the world. I don't think it's a good image.
You know, earlier this year they went on a warning strike because of this issue, and then that was like January, and then you can calculate how many months now have passed, and then they still have this issue ongoing, and that's why they want to do what they said they want to do, that's embark on the strike. Just like you said, there's no how you can go to another country and then people are applauding you for what you've done, and you come to your own country and you're doing the opposite of what you went to do. So who are you deceiving? What are you trying to tell the world? That, okay, when you leave your own country, that's when you can be able to do the needful. When you come to your country, it's like there is no law or whatever. The constitution is there that you're supposed to be to adhere to. You're supposed to follow what it says. You're supposed to do your duties, just like I've said, and you're doing the opposite. I don't think it's a good image for the country, and then for the police force especially, because we're supposed to see them like, sometimes they say police is your friend and people like, what are you saying? But that is what it's supposed to be. Police
their
is actually
slogan,
supposed to be,
police your friend.
it's their slogan, but Nigerians are not really in support of that particular slogan, because if you say police is your friend, and then if I tell you police is your friend now, is that really what goes on in your head? No.
On paper.
Good. So that's just, I think it should be different. If you say police is your friend, then let police be your friend. You should be able to run to the police and then you're being heard. But it's a different case entirely when you go to the police force to even report a simple case. You have to start giving what you're not even supposed to, and all of, I don't even want to go into that right now because, but then we just hope that it will be different. Like, the IGP should take this into consideration and do what he's supposed to do, and then the commission should do what they are supposed to do. I think that will settle whatever it is that.
I don't think there's a need for even going on strike. I think it's uncalled for, because it's not on anything we just go on strike. Like in their own case, the court have made it clear. They went up to the Supreme Court. The Lord says that they are the ones saddled with that responsibility to recruit, and then part of it is to promote, and then to appoint or discipline. You get it. It's clear. I just feel they should still approach the court, because this one, I can call it, is a violation of court order. Is a deliberate violation of court order. So what is the law saying when a court order is being violated? To me personally, I feel that should be the approach. Now, instead of going to strike, just go to the court of the land and say, this is what happened. Okay, what is the law saying on someone that violates a court order, and then from there, the court will now give you the next step. So from that point, at least you can tell whether still to embark on strike or not, because I feel it's not everything that you just decide and then wake up and say you go on strike. Just imagine that media today will say all of us will go on strike, police will go on strike. Now us already are on strike. So does it mean we want
doctors will go on strike?
So just
aviation
imagine,
will go on strike. Everything will. The whole country will just shut down.
We'll just shut down the country. And it's not good. It's not telling well about us out there. And sometimes I look at it, the issue of even the strike. And when it comes, you find out that the issue is not supposed to linger to reach that stage, that even people will start agitating for the option of strike. I feel strike is the last option, that when you try all options and then, people are being adamant, people responsible are being adamant, in responding to that, I feel that's when, the issue of strike should come. And just imagine that all our sectors are working. The judiciary, the
legislature,
like every sector is working. That would be no reason for this.
I'm just hoping to see in Nigeria one day that we'll wake up and then all these issues of strikes are not even there anymore. Like when people give their demand to the federal government and is genuine, is for a good cause, then the federal government will just be up and about and doing what the unions say they want when it's really genuine, just like you said. But then we just hope, because every day we are trying to see how this thing will be achievable at the end of the day, talking about next year. All eyes are on Nigeria next year to see how, and if you check, most of African countries too are having their elections, Angola, Kenya, and all of these countries trying to change government, and some are still maintaining their present administration and all of that. And so Nigeria too is heading towards that 2023, and we are hoping that something different will come on board, like a different administration, something, just a good change that will benefit Nigerians at the end of the day.
like we always say here, a new Nigeria is possible if all of us collectively do the right thing. And then doing the right thing, it will start now. Because it's now that we will start like walking towards 2023. Because that is when we will really go out and then decide on how we want Nigeria to be, where we want to see Nigeria in the future. And then we just have to be deliberate about it. We just have to be deliberate about it. If not, I don't think the way we are going, we will have anything to say in the future. Yeah.
We're hopeful, though.
Yeah, we are hopeful. Thank you so much for doing this with us. You know, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to believe in yourself, believe in what you are doing, be positive about everything. That is just the way that you can really, really get it right. Avoid negativity. Be positive always. And always, I urge you to stay with ECWA TV International. Thank you, and God bless.